It's not often to see a brand launching exciting and relevant models one after the other, truly shaking up the adventure motorcycle world. After the thundering success of the affordable and versatile 450 MT, CFMoto is now targeting the heavy midweight adventure segment, but with bolder off-road ambitions. Could the 800 MTX truly shake up a segment long dominated by the uber-popular T7? Well, let's ride it out.
Shamelessly boasting its off-road focus, the MTX features a pronounced high fender along with a pair of fully adjustable 48mm forks offering 230mm of suspension travel both front and rear.
The 800 MTX comes loaded with rider aids and a Bosch 6-axis IMU. Multiple riding modes, traction control, cornering ABS and quick shifter are all features we expect on a top-tier big trail these days. But when you mix it with the word affordable, add a stock steering dampener, tire pressure sensors and Apple CarPlay and a 7-inch TFT that looks proper premium, maybe people will start paying attention.
There are far more expensive bikes that don't feel nearly as nice or refined as the new 800 MTX. Compared to the 800 MT, we can see a significant evolution in dashboard design, tech implementation, and even in that finicky throttle so many Chinese brands have struggled with. It's clear CFMoto means business, and it's ready to give its competitors a tough fight. Weighing in at 226.5 kilograms wet, packing 22.5 liters of fuel and boasting a super low center of gravity, this bike is definitely designed to take on the best in class for a spin.
You can lean this bike 15 degrees to the side without getting a hint of its real weight. Yeah, it is that well balanced. Having ridden CFMoto's previous touring versions and even the nifty 450 MT, I can say that the snatchy throttle is now improved to the point of being negligible, providing a smooth initial power delivery that builds nicely throughout the RPM range. Even with my limited experience riding big trails off-road, I felt pretty confident from the get-go. So, I'm assuming that most people will find this bike a very versatile proposition.
While most will attribute its nimble handling to the low-slung fuel tanks, note that the fuel alone only accounts for 6.35% of the total weight. The real magic lies in the modern frame design and engine placement, achieving an excellent low center of gravity that keeps the bike planted, composed, and confidence-inspiring no matter the circumstances.
The seat is exceptionally comfortable, which is kind of becoming a CFMoto signature. And despite its 240mm ground clearance and 230mm suspension travel, the 800 MTX manages to keep its seat height at only 870mm. Now, these are very interesting specs that position it squarely in the middle of class-leading bikes like a previous Tuareg or Yamaha's T7. Shorter riders will be happy to know there's the option to reduce the seat height to 830mm, although at the cost of reducing suspension travel to 190mm. The suspension setup leans on the stiffer side, something you'll start appreciating as soon as you hit the trails. But we're getting class-leading 48mm front forks compared to the 43mm found on the T7 and the Tuareg. Overall, the 800 MTX feels planted yet nimble, powerful, and very fast. We know this engine well, and it remains a mystery why it isn't plagued by the same issues as its Austrian counterparts. But the truth is, I've never heard of a cheese cam problem on a CFMoto. And maybe that says something about these bikes' reliability.
Tuned for low-end punch, the engine feels torquey and responsive without ever being overwhelming. And that translates into pure predictable fun. The double balancer shaft effectively eliminates any excessive vibrations, giving the bike a very refined overall feel.
After 2 full days on the 800 MTX, all I have to say, if you're in the market for a super versatile, heavy midweight adventure bike, you owe it to yourself to book a test drive on this gal. And with a price tag of $9,000, CFMoto might just be on the brink of a leather segment revolution. The proof is in the putting, of course, so be looking forward to doing a proper long-term test drive to get to know her better. Until then, I hope you have enjoyed our first impressions of the 800 MTX, and if your heart pumps in RPMs like mine does, don't forget to rev that like button, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next ride.